glorious morning. I'll talk a little bit about real estate, or more specifically, flipping houses. You know, how to get started, how to find the properties, analyze the property, find the comps, and you know, figure out your budget and all that good stuff. Let's get started. First step, actually, if you want to get started flipping houses, is to figure out what your budget is. I'm gonna just give you how I do it. I don't, as far as Detroit goes, I don't buy nothing over $60,000. So let's just go off that. Let's just say your budget is I don't know, 80 grand, which would be about probably what you would need to start. Let's shoot on over to Zillow right quick. And so first you gotta get your budget. We're gonna go off how I do it. So I don't buy nothing for over 60,000 in Detroit. That's just my sweet spot. And so first you need to figure out where houses are selling in Detroit. So you don't want to buy a house in an area where ain't nobody trying to live. So first off, we need to see where houses are selling at. And if we buy a house for, let's just say 50 grand, we got to put 20 in it. You know, we want to make at least 30% on your money, but I prefer to just keep it at a simple flat rate. I want to make no less than 25,000. Let's look at houses that's over 100 grand, because you know we're gonna have to sell houses at least over 100 grand, and you know, at least 100,000 or more just to make some money. So we're gonna look at houses at 100 grand or more. We're gonna look at sold. So we're gonna keep it at 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. We're gonna keep it simple, single family, because getting multi-families, your budget gonna have to be more, you know, because you gotta pay twice for everything basically, or 3 times depending on how many units. And now let's go on over here to square feet. We want to keep it between 750 and 1250 with a garage. Most people like garage, with a basement. And we're gonna say sold within, let's just do 12 months. So sold within the last year. I think that's it, yeah. So we're gonna apply that. So as you can see right now, Detroit, this blue outline is all Detroit. And you can see where the houses are selling at the most for over 100 grand. This is the west side of Detroit, for those who may not know. Zoom in a little bit. So you got a bunch of houses selling over here for 100 grand on the west side. And then if you shoot to the east side, which is where I primarily operate at, only because it's closer. That's about really the only reason. And I know the area better. You got, you know, over here by 8 Mile, which is 48205, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, 48205, which is a cool zip. It's all right. You can get houses for a little cheaper there. Then you got my sweet spot, the place where I like to buy is 48224. Boom, over here, this is 48224. And so you can see you got 144, 130. You got a lot of houses selling, and they selling for let's just say 110 and 155, 158. You got one for 165, but I think that's no, that's 48236. Which the zip doesn't necessarily mean that that's not a comparable, because they're gonna go, when you get an appraisal, they're gonna go within 1 to 2 miles. Usually it's 1 mile though, within where the house is at when you get your appraisal. So if it's close to 48236, then that's gonna be one of your comparables. Only thing that won't compare is anything in Harper Woods, because that's a different city. Or Grosse Pointe. Now let's just go to C. Well, first you would like to write down 48224, 48205, over here in the 8 Mile area, as you can see, there's a huge gap right here. People ain't trying to buy houses over there for whatever reason. Well, I ain't gonna say they're not trying to buy houses, but there are not many houses selling for over $100,000. Ain't none sold for over $100,000 within a year, that's for sure. So let's go to, so now you want to see what you can find in those areas. So down, we're gonna drop this to the maximum now. Go take this away and then go to the maximum. Let's just put 60,000 as the max we will pay for a house. And then 3-bed, all this other stuff. We're gonna change this. Change the time on Zillow to any, and then all the other stuff would stay the same, and that would stay the same. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, all this other stuff will stay the same. So boom. Now you see what's for sale. Some of these you can see I already done put a heart by it, but because I wanted to see them, or I already have seen them. But anyway, you can see what's for sale. This is the 48205 over here by 8 Mile, and then over here this is 48224. What I like to do is go on over here, go to press newest, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom and see what's been on the market the longest. And then, because you know they'll be more likely to take a lower offer. See, you got this one on fill up. Let's see. And then once you see, you know, check out the pictures. Pictures usually suck for the most part. They don't really tell you much. I mean, they tell you a little bit, but you still need to go see it eventually. What I always do, once I see if I like it and I put a heart by it, so 46,000. Oh, let's see. This house has been on the market for 598 days, almost 2 years. So something definitely wrong with it, and or the seller just not trying to budge on the price. But I'm pretty sure this has been dropped a few times. The price, yeah, you can see here. If you go to, you can see here. He initially started at 52,000. It's probably got structural issues. But another thing I always check when I see a house before I put a heart by it is the Google Street View, and just to get an idea of how the block looks. I'm not gonna tell you everything, but it'll give you a general idea. See all these houses, they look nice, you know, no abandoned houses, nothing burnt up, nothing boarded up. I would put a heart by this house and then go see it in person to see what's really going on. And then, you know, once you know, see a few more, you know, check out a few more houses. See, this one is a frame house. This one, oh, yeah, this is a frame. I try to buy brick, but you can buy, frame is cool. You can get it cheaper. This one's only 40,000, but there's no pictures, so I don't know. I'll probably just keep it moving. Let's see what this one for 38. Now this house looks decent. 38,000. Somebody, looks like somebody still lives in there. So it could be somebody watching the house, could be owner occupied, could be a tenant, could be a squatter. Who knows? Let's read and see if it says what's going on. Beautiful corner brick property with so much potential, needs a roof and full rehab. Garage should be torn down. Finally got the squatter. So it was a squatter. They said they got the squatter out. Seller is ready to sell. Seller will consider a short-term land contract. Asking price 15,000 down. So that's also a way to get a property if you're on a real small budget, is to find houses that are willing to do a land contract. For those who might not know, land contract is basically owner financing, and usually they want a larger down payment, but they're asking 15,000 down, which is basically half of what the house costs. Let's see what the block look like. It's actually this don't look too bad. No boarded up cribs. This looks great. Other than this one's boarded up. At least as of 2022 it was. This is not bad. So I would definitely put a heart by this one and go check it out. But anyway, so Zillow, that's one place you could find properties, and then the next place would be a website called For Sale by Owner. Go type in Detroit if that's where you're trying to buy at, Detroit, and see what they got. Now all these houses on this site is obviously, like the name says, for sale by the owner, so you don't have to go through an agent. Here go one right there off Bell, 4205, 39,000, Liberal Street. Let's filter by price. So obviously we're not going over 60. So we got Fordham Street, Flanders Street, 15,000. Man, that's super cheap. What's going on here? Must be like one of those situations where it's a half a duplex or something. Because that's pretty cheap, and I wouldn't buy half a duplex. Large brick colonial, oh no, maybe not. 3-bedroom upstairs, large living room, dining room, kitchen, full size basement. Needs renovations. Motivated seller, I bet. So 15,000, that's not bad. But anyway, I would write this one down or put a heart by it. Won't put it as favorites, but in order to do that, they want you to create an account, which is free. So you might as well make one if you're really serious about flipping. So you got 48224, which is my area. I like. That's a big house though. 2.5 baths, 5 beds, but it's cheap. But just keep in mind, the more bedrooms and more bathrooms, the more the renovation cost gonna be. Because instead of 1 bathroom, which on average costs about $2,500 to renovate, now you got 2.5, so that's an extra probably $4,000. And then you got an extra bedroom you got to paint. So I would look at it, but as a new flipper, I probably wouldn't. I mean, unless you get it real cheap, like 30 grand cheap. I don't know. And then same thing, you always look at the Google Street View. This one, it's a little rough looking, but that's the house there. But all the other houses, I don't really see none that's boarded up except for this one. Even though it's boarded up, oh no, it's boarded up and it's wide open too. So yeah, that's an eyesore. And then you got this over here. See, I wouldn't put this on my list, because you always gotta keep in mind once you fix it up, it comes time to sell it. You know, you want decent curb appeal, and somebody pulling up, spending over $100,000 for a house, 120. You know what I'm saying? You want it to look decent. This look a little rough. So, not saying that it won't sell, but it might take a little longer because of the area. So yeah, I probably wouldn't put that one on my list. See how nice this one is compared to the other one. No houses boarded up. No trash. 22. But anyway, and then the third one you can check is always good old Facebook, and you can just go right over here, type in Michigan off market. Here we go, right here. So you can you're gonna have to join to see anything, but it's free to join. They got houses on here for sale. This one, Michigan off-market property, I think these be a little bit more though than the other one I'm thinking of. But here go one right here, Section 8 package deal. See, these got tenants in it, so can't flip those. Can't renovate them rather. Scroll on down, and then you got off-market deals in Detroit. Investor special looking for buyers. You might want to follow her since she claims she got houses and looking for buyers. By Flint. But anyway, and then let's see. There's another one. Go in and put Detroit off market. See what comes up. I don't want Oak Park. that one. It looked like a trailer, but whatever. Then he got 4205 on Lappin. I think we just seen these. Same one, ain't it? Yeah, same one. You're gonna see a lot of houses on the same house on a lot of different groups. They posting all of them. But anyway, keep scrolling down. Just keep scrolling till you see one you like. That's a decent looking house right there. They're asking $73,000, but you never know. Shoot your shot. Like I always say, if you ain't embarrassed about your offer, it ain't low enough. You might want to list that. Morningside. Morningside is a good area. They're asking $105,000 though. That's too much. Another thing you could do, you could just type in the zip right in the search bar. Go to post, and then go to recent post, and then anybody who's posted a property for with that zip code will come up like so. 4-bedroom, 2-bath rental. See, that's a rental though. You don't want to do no rental. And you got one on Morningside, and then let's see, you got a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2-bath on Balfour. You want 175. Let's see. Then you got 2 purchase opportunities. 48224. He just listed this 22 hours ago. Off market, direct to seller. Let me see how much. ARV. He's asking $47,000. And it's in 48224. White Hill. On White Hill, one on Wayburn. Each one $47,000. Now this is something that's worth going to take a look. Definitely. $47,000, and it's a wholesale deal, so definitely write these 2 addresses down. Go check them out. Let me see if you got the address. Yep. Check out the address. Just copy paste. Go here to Google Street View. See what the block look like. Same thing. The last place you can look is just Google it. Wholesale or let's see, off market properties. Near me. Okay. Then we got Investor Lift, and I believe I'm on their thing. So yeah, Investor Lift. They got off market properties. They post on Facebook too. They want you to sign up. It's free. You're just gonna get on their emailing list. Let's go to one where I can actually show you something. Quick Property Solutions. I actually know him. He's real cool. And then so boom, he gonna have you sign up, and once you sign up, he'll start emailing you whenever he get properties off market. But since I'm already signed up, let's see what he got. He got 2 so far. He got one on Evanston, Detroit, 4213. Not familiar with that area, but let's just say it wasn't where you wanted to buy. You go check it out. He asked $39,000. Say you like it. You like what you see. Okay, so once you go through all that, you pick the houses you like. I suggest you get like, I don't know, 10 houses to go look at. So you don't just be, unless you stay in the area. I mean, you can go look at one every time you see it. But for me, I stay like 30 minutes from the area. So I like to get like 10 houses, 10 houses on my list to go look at. And then I go look at them all at once. And then I, keep my notebook. So I record the process of me looking at the house, and then I can always go back to the video just to give me a refresher of what I liked about it, what I didn't like. Put a star by which ones I like the most. Boom, let's just say this is the house you picked for, theoretically. Alright, it's on Duchess. I actually just put an offer on this house a couple days ago. I'm still waiting to hear back from the agent. But anyway, let's say this is it. It's 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 974 square feet. So now this house probably not going to sell for $120,000. It's very small. So what you want to do is, to do it's not exact comps, but it'll get you pretty close, is to see what 3-bedroom 1-bath sold in this within 1 mile of this area on Zillow. So the easiest way to do it is basically same way I did it before. So we're gonna go to sold 3-bedroom, use exact match, 1 bathroom, because it was 900. Just put these tall. And then square feet, 1,700. Has a basement. It has a garage. We're gonna do sold or less because the appraiser gonna go back 12 months. Let's do a minimum of 100,000. See what's sold. Apply. Bam. There we go. No, that's decent. So you got what? 1, 2, 3. You got 4, 5. This one might at 145 is too far. So we're gonna skip at these. So we got one that sold for 119. And this one ain't even all that. And it sold for 119. So same thing, 3. This is all basically identical to Dutchess. It's 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 856 square feet. It sold for 119 in what's that, June? Then you got this one that sold for 104 on Somerset. And this one was a little bit bigger, about 100 square feet bigger. 3-bed, 1-bath. It sold for 104, but it don't show the pictures. And then you got this one sold for 105. This one got 2 bathrooms though, so it's not an exact comp, but and it's bigger, so I wouldn't even use that one at all. Then you got this one that sold for 110. This is a good comp because it's a frame house. You can get, I would expect, let's see what this one is. 100, 3-bed, 1-bath on Harvard Road. Oh, this one got pictures, okay. The floors look decent. Bathroom definitely outdated. So yeah, basement, they didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything. And this one sold for 100. So you could most certainly expect to get this, to be conservative, at least 110, 150, 110. You know, if you make it look nice, because this one sold for 100 and they ain't even have no updates. I say to be on the safe side, you could look to get around 110 for your property. So if you're gonna get 110, that's decent. I would try to get the house at 140. I mean, not 140, but at 40,000 to make it really worth it. 40,000. The other way you can get comps is to just meet you a realtor that's gonna run the comps for you. But I can tell you, they're gonna take their time doing it because they're not getting paid to, unless you want to pay them. You know, you trying to get comps ran for every time you like a house. You got to think. They might do it 1 or 2 times, but they're not gonna continue to do it, especially if you ain't bought one yet with them. So you're just gonna have to build that relationship with a realtor so y'all can get on the same page and be like, yeah, you know, they gonna be your realtor, and do a couple deals with them, then they'll be more likely to do it. But sometimes them deals be hot and you be needing it immediately. But once you do a few flips, you pretty much get a idea of what houses sell for in what areas, and you don't really necessarily got to run comps every single time. But you know, before you make the offer, I should say. But you still need to run them because markets change every month. But then, so anyway, once you do all that, you find a house you like, then you go actually check out the house. And then once you check out the house, you know, once you get your list and ready to go check out the house, then I'll show you what to look for once you get there. So as I first walk in, I can see this door needs to be changed. The floor needs to be redone, resanded, restained, all that. And of course, the whole house usually always gets painted. This window has to be changed. The sockets, if they're 2-prong or 3. This window I'll probably keep because it's bigger, costs more. I'll probably just redo it. Let's see. Those heat registers, definitely do not throw them away because it's going to be hard to find them. You're probably not going to find them. You're going to have to reorder them and it's going to take forever. So it's best to just clean them up, sandblast them, and repaint them. Keep it moving. Now we got the kitchen. Always new cabinets, obviously, new countertops, new faucet, new floor, obviously. Probably close up that wall on the right and change the heat register vent. Now that's a regular vent. You could probably just buy one of those from Home Depot or something and change that one. Then we turn around and see this wall right here to the left. I'll definitely knock that down because the kitchen is extremely tiny. Knock that wall down, open it up, give it a a bigger feel, and keep it moving. That's probably gonna cost about, I don't know, $1,000. Then we got the bathroom. Change the vanity, change the floor. I'll probably just glaze the tile because it's everywhere, and it just costs too much to take down. Change that mirror, change them lights, put a GFCI socket in, and repaint it. Obviously I would pull up this carpet, change the carpet completely, tear down all this fake wood paneling. It's ugly and it's fake for one. Put up drywall. I think the windows are newer, so I keep the windows, and I would repaint the ceiling, obviously paint the drywall that you put up, change the heat register vents and any sockets that need to be changed. Yep, change any doors that need to be changed. Like this door right here, I'll probably just repaint it, as long as it ain't just metal, so there's no dents. I don't see any dents. Change the knobs and stuff. I will carpet these steps. Gotta have a handrail, FHA rules. This basement, I'll do, same thing I do for all the basements. Repaint the walls, paint the ceiling black, paint the floor with some, they don't sell oil base no more. I guess it's illegal now. Put a furnace there, obviously, and a hot water tank. And paint, did I say paint the wall? Yeah, paint the walls. The breaker box, always check that. You always want to check for, smell of mold, check for cracks. Like, give you an example. Like this right here, this crack probably could be a problem. It's probably going to be leaking water if it rains. And check the outside of the house for cracks like this. Separation from the brick. They did a horrible job tuck pointing right here. Not saying that it can't be fixed, but when you got to think you're trying to sell this house to someone for $100,000, $120,000 or more, they're going to look at that and think twice, like, well, what's going on there? So it's just best to just avoid it altogether. They did a decent job right here. They had the actual same color thin set, but I mean not thin set, but mortar. Another thing you also want to check for is knob and tube wiring, like so, because they definitely, FHA will definitely flag you for knob and tube wiring. Make sure the breaker box has breakers and not these fuses, because then you gotta, that's just gonna cost too much money. For those that's just not getting started, it'd probably be better not to use a contractor that's going one person that's gonna do everything, because if you do that, more than likely they won't half down, and you don't want to be giving a large lump sum of money to a contractor. Why not use one contractor, you might ask? Well, because Let's just say you on a limited budget and you decide to use one contractor to do everything, and he want, I don't know, let's just say $12,000 to do the labor. So he gonna want $6,000 up front, and you don't want to give nobody $6,000 up front. You don't limit the budget, because if he start, let's just say he taking his time to get the job done. You gave him $6,000, and now you at his mercy basically. You waiting on him. As opposed to if you just piece it out, get you an electrician and a plumber, and let's just say the electrician want $1,500 to do the electrical work. Well, let's just say $2,000, make it easy math. $2,000 to do the electrical work. Give him $1,000 to start. If he take his time and you have to get rid of him because he's slow, all right, you out of $1,000. You can get another one. But if you do that with a contractor that's doing everything, you done gave him $6,000 up front, and he taking his time, now you out of $6,000. You gotta get another contractor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just best to piece it out. You got less money up front, and it's more than likely gonna be faster. Find an electrician, find a plumber, find a guy or two that's gonna do the kitchen and bathroom. Find you a painter, painting company. What else? Find your HVAC guy, and get somebody that can do the clean out. So you're gonna have about six different people. So it's best to just piece it out. Or another way you could save money on the renovation is to just do like I did on my first flip and do the work yourself. Or do whatever work you can do yourself. Like painting is pretty simple. You can always paint. And what else? That's pretty simple. So you could save yourself $4,000 right there just by painting the house yourself. If you're gonna go with the contractor route, you can go on Facebook and find contractors to do the work, which I've done numerous times. You always do the plumbing and the electrical work first. Well, to do the clean out first, obviously, and the demo, and then do your electrical and your plumbing. Hold on, let me get this sun out the back of me. And always be there when their guys are coming there to do the work. Try to be there as much as you can. Don't just let them, do the work. You always want to be there, or at least have somebody there, a property manager or something. Spend that extra money to get you a property manager. And then find you a realtor that could list it for you. Or you can list it yourself. You could always list it yourself if you got the time to be showing the property and all that. But if you don't, like say you work another job, get you a realtor that's gonna list it for you, and go from there. All right, I don't want to make this video too long because I know them attention spans is real short. So in the next one, I'm gonna talk about all them FHA rules, which you most certainly need to know, because when you go to sell your house, if you selling in Detroit or anywhere for that matter, but I know in Detroit for sure, like 90% of the people who's buying a property is going to use FHA. It probably might be more than that, but for sure FHA. So you need to know the FHA rules, like the FHA 90-day flipper rule. There's a 90-day flipper rule actually, and there's a 120-day flipper rule, if I'm not mistaken. Well, they won't even do the deal, but I'll talk about that in another video. And the things that the FHA appraiser looks for. But other than that, let's get going.